for the key settings, if we go to our key setting rollout here, there we go. There is a auto create keys after door is placed. What this means is that when you inside of the editor, if I was to place a door inside the scene, you could actually say how many keys you want it to auto generate. By default, they generate above the door, so if you place one, there'll be a key that places above the door itself there. We have a lever close state. So if you notice lever, pad, so both of those are for the lever type of a key system. The pad is for actually stepping on. So these don't actually apply to this one. However, if you were using like event triggers and changing the state of the door, then you could actually set it up for that case. You have a auto reset lever as well, which is part of the lever. And we'll go through all of these when we set up the different doors for those states. Also the reset delay time, same thing, part of it. The key type, what we're actually saying is the pickup key. We have the score points and score multiplier, so each key you pick up is worth a value. Alright, so at this point we don't have to do anything else with those because default is set for the pickup key. We have a key offset, scale, and rotate. So the offset we're saying is actually going to be behind the player. If the player is at 0, we're saying the key is going to come in at -1. The scale size is going to be default size, the same size as the image planes that we bring in, and the rotation at 0. Now this is default for all the keys you make. So if you wanted a specific size, a specific offset for every key you drop in the scene for this door, then you can set it up this way so that it comes in correctly when it's first created. The key color, again, and these are all going to be kind of applying to the same principle. This is setting up the initial key default. So if you have a specific color you want to assign it so that all of them come in that way, then you'll use it that way with it. Alright, we have our key trigger settings. We're going to go ahead and say unlimited. The pickup automatically goes away on pickup, so just by the trigger itself, when you walk by it, it's going to go away. We have on the basic setup, same stuff for our triggering system. Same thing for activating. We're going to do just a trigger only, but you could do a trigger and touch, meaning you have to walk to the key and push the button. Alright. We have the trigger range. We're going to go ahead and leave it with a default of 5 going across, which will be 5 and 5 for 10 for full tile coverage. Alright, the key animations, we have 4 right here. We'll go ahead and put in the first ones. So the idle on the key, we have item idle. We have the to end once, and then end, and then back to idle. So for ours, we only need it to actually go through and end. So we're going to do we have an item, let's see if we can find it here. I believe it'll be the item, that might actually be item blank. We'll go ahead and do that one for this one. And then for the loop, we'll go ahead and do the blank as well. And then the back, we'll do blank. There we go. So we have our animations, our audio is the same way. You could do support for the idle to end, and back if you needed. The key pickup text, if you wanted to show it, show message, letting you know that the key has been added for it. Alright, and then the key shake, same thing. You have 2 options, shake key at start and shake key at end. So if you had a lever that you wanted to push and the lever animated over and then there was an ending to it or there was a very start to it, then you could apply that to those and be sure that you enable it there. Alright, and then the last setting we'll look at when we do the pad settings, and we'll cover setting up the pad pieces for right there. Alright, so that's going to set up our basic door with a pickup key system.